Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I have for you my Sketchy Wednesday video for the month of February. This is the sketch I came up with for this month, and it was actually based on a layout that I did earlier in the month. So let's take a look at that layout. Here's the layout I created before I made this sketch. I made this layout with one of the kits that I built for this month and also for the load project that I'm a part of. So if you don't know about those things, you can find the links in my show notes. And as I point out the elements to this layout in this sketch, I just want to say that my sketches are available to you for free, and you can visit my blog to find them. Again, I will have a link in the show notes, but quickly you can visit craftysoup.com/freebies to find these. Now that you've seen one example of using this sketch kind of straight up from the sketch, let's talk about another way to use this sketch. If you're new to sketches, a great thing to do with the sketch is to just rotate it sideways, or as I did here, upside down, and use it that way. Now I'm going to cut my circle for this sketch using a template I cut on my electronic die cut machine, and this is about 9 3/4 inches wide. If you don't have an electronic cutter, you can trace around a plate or another circular object that you have. You could also freehand draw it if you're okay with your circle being imperfect. I traced on the back side of my circle and cut it out. That way I wouldn't have to worry about erasing pencil lines or whatnot. I pulled in this sheet of pattern paper to use as my background, and then I pre-cut all of my other strip elements here, and this is another change that I made to the sketch. In the sketch there's only 2 strips, and I'm adding several more. Now on the back of this, I lined it up where I wanted it to go on my project, and then I just used that strip of pattern paper to draw a straight line across my project, trim off that edge, and I will save that for another project. And then I can adhere everything together and continue on with my layout. I did choose to map my photo with the same kind of buffalo check print as that strip, and then because those are bumping right up against each other on this layout, I wanted to add some definition and separation between those 2 elements, and I did end up cutting more strips. And I should mention that this kit is from the Hip Kit Club monthly subscription kits. I'm no longer a member, but this was a very recent winter kit. Alright, now I'm working on my title. I did use the alphabet set included in that kit, which is kind of a puffy alphabet set, and then I'm using my own handwriting for the subtitle there, and that is something I definitely enjoyed doing. So with my title in place, I'm ready to think about embellishment clusters. Now on the sketch, I left the embellishment clusters very simple with just some little arrows, but I'm going to beef those up on this layout. And that's another thing about altering the sketch, is if if there's too many embellishments, you can cut them back, or like in this example, if there's not enough embellishments, you can certainly beef it up. So I created 3 embellishment clusters in the sketch. There's only 2, one to the left of the title and one to the right of the photo. I added a third to the top left of my journaling. Now I'm adding some extra detail here with some pen work because I wanted that circle to kind of look like a snow globe. It wasn't kind of popping off the page enough, so I just added some extra black strokes with my pen around the edge of that circle, and that gives it more definition. And now I'm going to finish off my layout, which is some simple extra embellishing. I'm going to use this glitter paste, which I believe is a Nuvo product, and I'm just going to tap bits of the glitter paste around the edge, and I'm sure to have a wet cloth nearby for cleaning up. And then the sequins in this kit were multicolored, so I separated out just blue and white because the background paper there is pink and I wanted the contrast in color, and I added those on with some dabs of glue, and that finishes off my layout. So I will leave you with a couple of close-ups of this project, and if you enjoy this sketch and you want to give it a try, you can visit my website and download it. I have a PDF version that is small enough to print if you want to print it like I did. It's also in color. I printed mine in black and white. And then there's also a Photoshop version if you want to edit and adjust it, or if you are a digi-scrapper. So I hope you enjoy those, and if you got something useful out of this video, please do give me a thumbs up because that helps my channel. I will see you next time.